Wherever I look, I see beauty. Beauty is everywhere. Natural beauty shines forth from every little flower, from the patterns of reflected light on the surface of water, from the quiet strength of old trees. As I look with love at nature, I find it easy to look with love at myself. I am part of nature, therefore I am beautiful in my own unique way. That was a sweet one, wasn't it, Vance? Okay, let's tighten this up a sec. Ugh. Let's see, Poppy, how can we do this to get the best? Zoomed in. Way zoomed in. Wow, that makes a world of a difference. This is like very crooked for some reason. Think that'll do, Poppy? She doesn't seem very interested in this right now. So, coming off of the last YouTube video, I wanted to go back to an old technique that I did kind of to create this life that I have now. And that's just like envisioning the person that you want to be and showing up as that person. So if you are in a spot, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I was in credit card debt. I was driving with Grubhub. I was trying to build my YouTube channel and just my business in general. And I was like, okay, well, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have a successful YouTube channel. You know, I want to own a lake house one day. And I was like, how can I show up as that person today, even though that is not my reality? It's a great way to manifest, for one. Are you not excited for work today? You are seriously just like the sweetest thing in the world. Fancy is also right here, you guys. She's just sunbathing, as she does. But, what was I saying? What did I last say? Basically, show up today as the person you want to be. Because if you're in the mindset of like, oh, well, I'm not there yet, but one day I want to be there. If you're not putting action into place today, it's going to take you far longer to get there compared to if you start today and you're like, I'm going to show up as this badass bitch that I want to be. Like, you are more likely to get there faster. At least that's what I believe, and that's kind of just like what's worked for me. So I have done this a couple of times where I will meditate. I don't meditate all that often. I would honestly like to do it more, but you know, it just kind of like depends on my vibe and like where I'm at in life if I feel like meditating. But I like to like sit with my eyes closed and picture myself in the future. So that could be 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. It depends like how far you really want to go. I think the farther out you go, the harder it can be to visualize in a sense, because so much can happen in 10 years. Like in 10 years, I'm gonna be 39 years old. That is crazy. And that's like so freaking far away. Like if I think back to my 19-year-old self, I never would have thought I would be here today, like living in Alabama. That's not something I ever would have thought of. So if you can just close your eyes and picture, okay, in 3 years, who do I want to be and how does that person show up in their everyday life? So maybe you're like, okay, I want to be more productive. Maybe you're like, well, I want to pay off all my student loans, or maybe I want to buy a house, or I want to be a dog parent, or maybe you want to be a parent like to a human child, you know, like, but think of yourself, okay, if you are a parent, even though you're not a parent right now, how do you want to show up as a parent, and how can you cultivate that in your life today? Like, how can you become that person today so that when that chapter enters your life, you are already that person? And that is really my focus today. You know, I don't want to hit my 30th birthday and be like, well, I did nothing. I'm still not the person that I see in my future. And it's like, I'm not making moves towards that. So like, what can I do today to make moves on the things that I included in the last video and to show up as the person that I see in 3 years. Like, who the heck do I want to be then, and how can I show up today as that person? So going back through the list that I read in the last video, a few things that I want to work on in this new birth year for myself. Live more, be present, worry less, give yourself grace, be proud of yourself, badass bitch energy, confidence, fuck everyone else's opinion, pour into you, accept help, it takes a village, focus on what you have always wanted. So the bottom 2 things I've actually made moves on already, and I'm very proud of myself with that. Otherwise, live more, be present, all of that, worry less. Like, I feel like there's not much I can do with like worrying less right now because I'm not really worrying. That's kind of one of those situations where it's like, when worry pops up, how do I handle it? How do I react? Right now I feel pretty good. So I don't really know how to make moves on that. But one of the things I have been bad with, especially within the last few weeks, is not starting work before 10 a.m. I really go through waves on this, but I have been starting work at like 8 or 9. Like, my work schedule has just been a little bit all over the place. So this morning specifically, I knew that I wanted to film this video, and I was like, okay, well, how would future Cathrin show up? Would she dive immediately into work, or would she take the morning to herself to like get stuff done around the house, pour into herself, that's one of the things here, and like read and do all of that? So that's what I really wanted to do this morning. Vacuumed. My bedroom is looking great. I freaking love Roomba. She's just the greatest invention. So she's charging right now, and I'm gonna place her somewhere else, and she's gonna do more vacuuming here soon. Laundry, I got 3 loads already. Like, I'm on my 3rd load right now, so I need to fold that and then put that all away today, because I would like to get better with that too. My laundry I've been letting sit for like at least a day before I fold it. I don't want to be that person in the future, so how can I show up today and create good habits today for that future? Talk about how pretty these flowers are here. My vision board is right in front of me because I don't know where to put my vision board yet, but I made that bouquet for myself. One of the times I went to Trader Joe's, I got, I think, like 5 different variations of flowers, and I made that, and it's beautiful. It's one of the things I actually really enjoy, is like making my own bouquets. I feel like it does cost more money. I mean, honestly, if you pay to like have a bouquet sent to yourself or to others, that is a lot of money. But if you buy it at the store, anyway, work smarter, not harder here, okay? I've been working for about 3 hours at this point. I've got the YouTube video that's going up before this almost done. And the last thing I need to do is add music. So, you guys, this is my 4th year partnering with Epidemic Sound. Can you believe it? This is the first sponsor for 2023, and this is the first sponsored segment for 2023. Thank you so much to Epidemic for wanting to continue to work with me. They've been just such a great brand to partner with, and even traveling to visit their headquarters and like learn more about the back end of their business and how their partnerships with artists work and like musicians and stuff. Like, learning more about that is incredibly fascinating to me. And if you guys want to learn more, I mean, I can talk with Epidemic and see what we can do in the future, but I thoroughly enjoy supporting this company, and I am very, very grateful that they want to work with me. So it's about time that I hop on Epidemic Sound. Now, I have been using Epidemic a little bit different here recently, and I know it's been a couple of months since I've talked about them, but if you guys follow me on Instagram, I have mentioned them on my Instagram stories and like what I have been doing. Previously, I didn't use a ton of their sound effects, and if I did, it was the same sound effects over and over. During Vlogmas, I actually started to use more, what I will say, definitely like nature sounds within my content. And I think that's because of the rise in not necessarily including background music all the time, but including just the natural like sounds within what you're doing. Like on Reels, on TikTok, even on YouTube, it's become increasingly more popular just to include the natural sounds. Well, sometimes if you're shooting like a morning scene, you don't actually hear what's going on outside. And unless you want to set your camera outside and like record the audio of it and then you can overlay, like, no. Having a membership to Epidemic Sound makes it incredibly easy. So let me show you how I personally like to search within their sound effects, and I'm telling you, it will hopefully make your life a little bit easier, and we're gonna all work smarter, not harder here, because if you're like me and you don't want to be on your computer too much in the future, even now, this is good to know. Let me start a screen recording. By the way, for one, Epidemic Sound does have an app now. They have actually had an app for a while, but if you're someone that edits on your phone or even just like needs to download music on the go, get the app and you can do that as well. I'm gonna go up top here to search. We're gonna go to sound effects, and you can kind of see what I search. Since I live in the suburbs, I realized from searching enough on here that actually suburb is one of the best things that I can search for. So they've got like rain suburb, thunder suburb, suburb morning. This is just general suburb here, suburb day, after rain. I think I've actually included that one in one of my videos before. Crickets here, suburban day, lawnmower. Like they have so many different sound effects that you can include, and if you just include it like in the background of your clips and bring it down a little, like the audio level, you don't want it too high because it's gonna be like, whoa, that is fake. You want it to seem very natural, but those little things of like birds chirping and even like a dog barking in the far background, I'm telling you, it's going to take your YouTube videos up a notch. I'm currently just living the dream, editing. This is what dreams are made of. But it's funny because I'm editing this clip and I mentioned like the lawnmower. Can you guys hear? There's definitely like a lawnmower and a leaf blower or something going on in the background. Like all of these sound effects you could get with an Epidemic Sound. So instead of like trying to capture these sounds naturally, like Epidemic has already done it for you, and just like save yourself some time. Go to Epidemic, and I actually have a special offer for you guys if you're watching this like in real time, like close to when this YouTube video launches. It's going to be included in the description bar down below. Thank you so much to Epidemic Sound for sponsoring this segment of the video. It's seriously just like such a blessing to be working with them again. Yep, even that already woke Bobby. Sorry, girls. With work done for now, I actually need Patricia to write the show notes for our podcast, and then I can get that scheduled, but that's gonna take me like 2 seconds. I already have it uploaded and things added, so I just need to then copy paste and get it scheduled. That will not take me any time at all. I want to get back to my housework. The kitchen is the one area that just all the time ends up looking like this. And I don't know how it gets here. Actually, I know exactly how it gets here. I hate doing dishes. Like, I desperately need a dishwasher back because it's gross. Like, you guys just don't even want to know the life that I've been living with my dishes. So I need to do my dishes and clean up a little bit. I want to fold my laundry. But now that the girls are up, do we want to do a little bit of exploring of the land? This is something we do at least once, if not twice a day, but I do just have a lot of yard here and it's not fenced in or anything, so I'll just take the girls on leashes and we'll spend a solid 15 minutes outside, just them sniffing, exploring, walking around, just doing that as one of their stimulations for the day. So I think I'm gonna do that right now, which means I actually need to put on pants because it's cold outside, man. Like, whew. Come on, guys. really, really happy with where the house is at right now. My nose is so cold. I ended up cleaning the kitchen. I even used the stainless steel cleaner on my fridge and stove. The girls have been exercised. They are now tired. Poppy actually got to a point where she was just kind of bothering Fancy. What is this? Oh, okay. So I was like, you know what, let's just get outside. So I took them outside and I still have not warmed up for that. Laundry's done. The house looks freaking great. And it is officially time for me to chill. The girls get fed in 40 minutes, and then the one last thing I really want to do today is make myself food, because what would future Cathrin do? She wouldn't order as much food out. And I will say, I've been cooking so much more. I just kind of got sick of eating the same thing over and over again. There's only a few options with the food that I can get delivered here that meet my allergy requirements, and I got sick of it, man. So I've started cooking again, and I'm very proud of myself for that. I do make incredibly basic meals. Like what I'm making tonight is just spinach ravioli with canned pasta sauce. Like, it's nothing advanced by any means, but it's still me cooking for myself, not ordering food out. Love to see it. So I'm actually rewatching Loki for no reason. I went and saw Ant-Man the other day, and I kind of just wanted to rewatch this because it's like diving into the, oh my gosh, I'm thinking like quantum because that's what the other one is. And now I'm thinking metaverse. It's not metaverse. What is it? Why am I losing my mind here? You guys, if you're a Marvel fan, you understand what the heck I'm talking about. My brain is like a little bit, whoo, right now. So I'm just gonna chill.